Okay. Okay. Now I think so. Yesterday we were talked about all related stuff, Spring Futures, profiling and all. Okay. And where is that? That may be one by one. We have covered some of the things. Okay. Let me start. Today we were about Spring Boot related stuff theory. Spring Boot. In that we have, I think so many features we have talked about. But previously, like previous sessions, see, these are the features actually we were talked. Spring application, ledge initialization, admin feature, security, logging, caching, and Kotlin support validation, JSON testing, and task execution scheduling. This is the Spring features they have added. Some of the annotations also, like already I have told you, these are the what it is called. Some of the difference between Spring Boot and Spring. And I already thought you this is the controller service repository and data layer. And this is scopes. I already told you the scope actually singleton prototype request session global session. This Hibernate annotation I already teach you at the rate entity, at the rate table, at the rate ID, at the rate column, one to many, many to one. And this is the how your Spring Boot application executing, like how dependency is loading, and how it is adding, how conditional annotation is working, how embedded Tomcat is working, that and all. Again, this is a REST control annotations. I already taught you REST control request mapping, get mapping, put mapping, post mapping. Yeah, this already I did. Okay. But anyway, I already sent a POC. I'll tell you. I'll already, send the document. You can go through this. Okay. I'll send you so many PPTs I have. It is related to the, each and every topic. That means collection loops and Jira, Postman, Swagger, all the related stuff. PPT I have. Okay. PPT I have. I will send you all the details. Okay. But on top of this, actually, I am like, teaching some of the components. What is this component? I told you yesterday, first component is added embedded Tomcat server. Embedded Tomcat we have done. Again, second thing what I told, only minimize the annotations I told. Minimize the annotation. That means they have added only Spring Boot application annotation. Under that, we have three annotations. At the rate enable configuration components can configure. Third, third one yesterday, what we are talking about conditional annotations. Conditional annotations. Conditional on bean, conditional on machine bean, conditional on expression. I think so. This three topics yesterday we were finished. Today we will talk about, okay, today we will talk about security. Security and profiling, Spring profiling and logging and Spring catching. These four topics we will talk. Security. How the security actually they will do in Spring Boot in the REST services API. Okay, I'll tell you. We have three types of security. Okay, now we will talk about security. One modular security. How they will talk? They will talk about three ways security. One is ACL. ACL means access control list. Access control list. That means, for example, I think so is a name called some name. Oops. Archana's. Okay, maybe Sony. Sony want, for example, so you have a GitHub location. GitHub. Instead of GitHub, maybe I don't want the GitHub, your app. Your application is there in the cloud, AWS. Cloud. Application is user and partner accounts. Maybe I can write properly so that you can also relate to this. User, partner, accounts. These are the three apps is there in my cloud. I want to give some access to other team. Team is Wipro, for example. Wipro team. I am a client. My client name is, for example, banking, you can say. Banking. Which bank? That is okay. You can tell like Citibank, maybe. Citibank. I am the banking application. I am the one. Maybe I am a client. User application I am giving to the Wipro guys. Wipro guys cannot able to update or delete or modify anything. Then what access I need to give Wipro people? Only read access. Read access. In Citibank people developers, I can give read, write, read, write. That means update, maybe. See, write you're giving, then update only. But I can say read, write, and read, write. Read, write, update. I can give you the Citibank developers. And production support guys, I want to give only read access. Read access. My app, my application can see the performance, can use this application, but without modifying, without updating, without deleting my app. Only my applications can delete or update anyone who we can do. Only city people can do. City developer can do, but Wipro people cannot do, and production support people also cannot do. That type of security you want, then first security is ACL, access control list. Access control list, it will give, list means that is a write access, read access, delete access, read write access, read and write access. That means update only. This is a first level security they can implement on your application. Then they have to use at the rate authorized annotation. Whenever you're using a pre-authorized annotation, within that you have to mention this app in the controller layer. In the controller, you have to mention which access I need to provide which guide. That is, we can provide it which access so that they can use read access or read write or write access this particular application. That is a one way of authentication. Authentication is nothing but a user ID password. You can say user ID password. Authorization is nothing but a, your token should authorize token. That maybe I'll go into deeper. As of now, we have completed ACL, access control list. Then ACL is nothing but a, this is a three way of security we can do. That is one way is ACL, SpringBoot security. Uh, I think so. Okay. This is the access control list. Anyone is not using, I think so. In real time, some of the companies they have implemented, some of the companies not. But instead of this guy, maybe we can ask Chat GPT. They'll give something. ACL how it will work. This is theory. They won't tell anyone. But we are into real time. No, real time expert only can tell this. How they are doing validations and all. Okay. Okay, we'll see. ACL. See, access control list. SpringBoot are used to define the generated access. Okay, fine. Grant your access. Okay. See what type of access they can give you. Read, read, write, and okay, delete access also. Okay, ACL. See, they are like in the controller, we have to use pre-authorized annotation. I'll show you so that you can also can understand if in our application, if they want to ask you to implement ACL, we can see pre-authorize. Here has permission, you can give which one read access or write access, read write access or delete access. This is the way you have to implement. Okay. This is a way we have to implement. Pre-authorize has permis. Okay. Now this is the one way of security. Okay. See, uh, it's. I'm not sure all the people are using or not, but we have a three ways to secure our application. One is ACL, access controller list. It is coming from the Spring Boot security ACL jar. Spring Boot security ACL dependency. In that, we have one more annotation name called pre-authorize. In that has permission. In that, you have to give read or read write or write. So whatever. Okay. This is a one way of security. Coming to the second way of security, they might use API key. API key. This is a second level of security. What is the API key? Actually, if you want to call, if you want to call other than outside people, outside people. That means this is a Citibank, right? The Citibank apps, Wipro people cannot call directly through JWT token or SAML token or some other token only they can use. Whereas in internal application, whereas in Citibank developer and production support guys, they can use API key. Instead of generating the token and send the token, it might take time. That's the reason they are using one more authentication, API key. API key is nothing but each application, each environment, uh, yes, each application, they'll create one API key per internal apps use. So that no need to create token each and every time. Every time sends the request. Okay. That's the reason they're creating a one API key. When you're calling that API key, they provide in the header. In the header. Then what is the API key? API key is one more type of secure your Spring Boot application. Spring Boot application. Okay. Then we can create a API key, and in the header we can add your API key so that this the application that I'm in. In the request we need to send the API key. This and all will be anyway. While writing a uh, application, I will uh, write this all code. Okay, just this theory. That's the reason I'm like not going to teach you guys all things. Just API key related stuff. Only we can see. That is a API key. Okay. Now this is the main part. See, I want to, I want to give my access to Wipro or any other application, any other client. Then I need to use JWT token or auth2 or SAML, any token there is. JWT, JSON Web Token, JWT. Okay, JSON Web Token. Now, instead of these two access control list and API key, these are the two we are using. But in other applications, that means other clients, they are using my apps, then we need to give the JWT token. The JWT token is secure your web application or RESTful web services. Maybe tokens are different types, okay, like maybe but some people they might use JWT, some people they might use what, some people they might use SAML, some people they won't, they create. For example, they won't, that means internally algorithms they might change, they might change based on their security. For example, uh, for instance, like, some other people, they will ask you some other details, right? That time they might create different parameter, different algorithms they will run. They'll create a token. Based on that token only, it will access your application. Okay. Okay. Now, JWT token, how it will work. Okay. Now, you can go to the one more slide. Okay. Now we can talk to the JW. Okay. Now, how JWT token it will work? For instance, you have a, who is that guy? Something is okay. Now what happened? JWT token. Okay. JWT. First we have a client. We have a server. Server. First I want to get the token from the server. You can use through Postman. or any request, we have to pass client ID, client secret, client secret. They'll pass the to server your application client ID and client secret. This is the server. This server is connected with some other servers. They will give the token to this guy. Hmm. Saji, Saji, ఫోన్ పని మీది కాదు. అది అది నెంబర్ ఇచ్చాను కదా వద్దా అది ఫోన్ నెంబర్ 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Hey team, give me 2 minutes. I'll come back. Bro, not you. Saji, not you. లేదు, మన ట్రైనింగ్ ఉంది కదా 8 to 9:30. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, now what happened? You are sending the request to get the JWT token to the server. How to send the request? We have to pass client ID, client secret. This client ID, client secret, who will give? This server only. It will create for you and give you. That maybe only create you. Sorry. Oh, that will give you. Okay. Now in the client tab, they are telling, hey, server, I'm using your application. I want to, I want to access. This client is asking. Maybe you can say withdraw. Now, Citibank people, they have a security, right? They have a security team. Hey, these guys want using our application. Please create a client ID, client secret. Oh, no problem. Ask send a mail or send a something. Then they're actually uh, they're sending which app they want. They want, for example, user application or accounts application or some partner application. They want these three applications. Okay, no problem. Then they will create a one client ID, client secret for these three apps, and they'll give it to this guy. Whenever this guy is getting the client ID, client secret, Wipro people should be safer side, save somewhere or put somewhere. After that, based on the client ID, client secret, they will create a token. They'll give it to this guy. That token, they can pass through header, through header. the token to header, so that you will get the response from user, accounts, or partner based on your request. This is the third way of security JWT token. Okay, now these three we learn, right? What is this called? What is this called? ACL, and what second one is what we were talking about? API key. Third one is JWT token. Okay, this is the what actually we, as part of the token security. Uh, okay, security we are completed. Now we will go to the next topic. Is the next topic is what we were talking. Okay, profiling. Okay, profiling. What is the profiling basically? The profiling. This one, security. Here there is no profiling here. Okay. Okay. No, on top of this, actually, we are talking about so many. But anyway, no problem. Spring profile or Spring Boot profile. Actually, Spring Boot profile, what it will do? Where is that? Okay, I've created one more. Okay, sorry. Okay. Now we are jumping onto the Spring Boot profile. Where it is? Uh, okay, profiles. This is a one more good concept they have introduced. What is this basically? This is basically we have an environment, we have local, we have dev environment, we have uh, dev and UAT, user acceptance test, and production. Production. Each environment may be DB property different, UAT property different, DB property different, UAT property different, and dev property is different, and production property is different. I don't want to change each and everything, my files. I need to do some profiling. How to do that? In application.yaml file, YAML file, we have to use Spring profile local. Then you can add local properties, dev URL, maybe local DB URL, user ID, password. That means encrypted and decrypted, and DB name and other properties. Then we have to give 3 dashes. Okay, 3 dashes. That means separating the profiles. Now again, Spring, profile, dev. Give some dev properties. Three dashes you can give in the application.yml file. Spring, profile, QA. uh, Spring, profile. You can use active profile or whatever it is. EAT. Then 1, 2, 3. Spring, profile, prod. This is the way you have to define the profile in your application, so that when your application in active profile is the production, then it will go to the production URLs. If your active profile is UAT, it will go to the UAT. If your active profile is dev, it will go to the dev related stuff. That means user ID, password, and it will read. If it is active profile is local property, it will read. Please join the another link. We'll continue the session.